wanted to play an offertory with you, but I don't know what level you are, so...
Late beginner, maybe early intermediate, I have no idea. Okay, so this is how I would normally play something. I will come in and I'll read the melody line on the top, and I'll write my own chords in. They may or may not be correct, but they sound right to me.
You have to display on the run. I mean, you're all on deputation.
Mm-hmm.
So where did you learn to create the feelings that you do?
So when I play, I've been playing for a long time. I played in church, but I've not taken a lot of lessons. So I had about a year of lessons when I was younger, like 12. And then I had a pastor's wife who showed me how to chord a little bit and gave me a hymnal and said, play everything you can play in the key of C. And then the next week, play everything you can play with one sharp. And then the next week was one flat. Wow. And so even if it was just with one finger, just play what you can play. And so she showed me a few chords, and then that's what we've worked with. So just playing over time, and then my husband is really good to say, I want to sing this song. And so I listen to it, and then if we have music, we do the best we can and listen to it.
She's very brave.
It's a necessity.
Because it's like how much of the music are you actually reading?
Maybe half at the most.
Wow.
The rest of it is just listening to it.
Your left hand, you just kind of do your own thing, don't you?
I do kind of like a rolled out chord. So if it's C, I'm going to go, take a full chord on the bottom and just kind of roll it. I don't even know what the names of it are, but just break it apart.
You don't have to. Just like people like this, you just go with what you know, and do the best you can. But through this experience this week, seeing you in action, because you showed me this piece that was really late intermediate. Okay. But you just still did your own left hand. You just kind of used the music as a guide, more or less.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I think I'd like to create a video or two that maybe targets people like you that are having to play on the fly. I mean, you're just learning as you go.
Yeah.
But maybe what kind of tips would you say would help?
For me, the things that I wish I knew are a little bit more theory, but not super technical. Because when you start talking technical, I don't know what you're talking about. Right. And then just practical, like seeing your hands with your music is helpful. So if you say we want to play, I don't know, a tenth or I don't even a third or whatever, to see what that is like, oh, that's what they're talking about. And then how to fill in finger patterns on it and how to fill it on a song. I get kind of lost and just do my own thing. I hope that sounds okay.
No, that sounds fine because I'm just, I guess, amazed at people like this that can just make up their own thing on the spot. But I think you learn through that.
You do.
Having to play, I guess, are you trying to better your sight reading at the same time?
Yeah. So I'll take Nikki's music because we do a lot of Nikki Lott songs, and I'll take her music and I will try to play what's written when I'm by myself.
Okay.
And then when people get around, then I get really nervous and I revert back to what I play, the way I play. So I've played some of your arrangements, which have helped me with knowing. I had a person tip me one time. I was asking for tips, and they said, "Well, play octaves on the bass with your hand." And that really confused me because it didn't make sense to me, like how that would work. It sounded really empty. And then I played their Power in the Blood. You have an arrangement of that, and it does a lot of walking with your hands,
like stepping around instead of just sitting still.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't understand how to move, and so that helped me a lot.
Oh,
and then you take that and you put it in another song too.
And I think what she's talking about is moving within a chord. If you have say it's in the key of C octave. Okay. Well, what else can I do here? And you can step around within that chord.
Yes. Yeah.
Good.
So that was helpful. You'd learn one thing and you plug it into the next place you're going.
That's good. So hats off to all of you that can do this. I've enjoyed getting to know you too.
Yeah, you too. This is like a bucket list thing.
Really, I didn't know about all these things until we just talked too, because we haven't had time. But
it's busy.
But where is it y'all are going to?
We are going to Guanajuato, Mexico. It's in the center, right smack in the center of Mexico. So it's the whole state, not just the city, because there's the city of Guanajuato, just the capital, and then there's the state, and we're going to the whole state. Want to see those villages.
I guess I could introduce her now that we've talked and I didn't tell you who I was talking to. This is Christy King, and her husband and family are going to where in Mexico again?
Guanajuato, Mexico.
Okay, I won't even try to say it. I messed it up. Thank you very much.
Yes, my pleasure.